On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
That men can, like most men, and this is not for every dude. Some dudes just be stuck in high school. My best years was like they like Al Bundy. Like some dudes are still Al Bundys. Let's be clear. Like every dude ain't leveling up with time. But even a lot of dudes that level up over time, I don't think that they just automatically saying, okay, I choose you, that's my wife over there. They're not writing like that. I think most people, for different reasons, women for different reasons and men for different reasons, as they get older, and I agree with Rilla largely. I think Rilla was hit it directly, but while they're younger, I think that you have a better chance in getting what it is that you want versus when you get older. I think that you get jaded, different experiences turn you into a different person. You have a completely different mindset and shift. You didn't grow with the person. And so now you're trying to make a person fit into all of the boxes. I think everybody wind up, as they getting older, marrying who they can.
Because don't bring it up if you're not going to speak about it. That's just how I am.
Okay, don't remember.
I understand how you are, and that's fine.
Does anybody in the panel know what she said?
I have no idea. So
we can't read Kay's mind. Only Kay.
The only thing I heard her say was women settle more.
Right.
Yes, but then Kay was like, no, that's not what you said earlier. So I'm like, I'm trying to get where she's referencing what she's talking about.
Come on, Kayla, help us.
You're not going to get it because
that's all I heard.
I mean, we can't get it if you don't say it, sweetheart.
I'm not going to, and I said that multiple
times. Worry about it, sweetheart.
Come on.
Don't worry about my answer to the question is that absolutely
deflecting.
Men and women both marry who they want.
Cap.
Hold on, somebody.
They do. Like you have to want to get married to somebody.
It depends on when women get married and when men.
This is what she said, Kay.
Chair, she said women.
I said that.
Especially said, I never said that.
I said that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I said. I said women settle, especially sexually. I said that because that's.
So is that what you were?
These stories out here on Clubhouse are very disturbing.
Hard road in these streets. Huh?
Okay, I don't
believe nobody on Clubhouse.
Respectfully, cute.
Hard on that.
I was done with that part. I'm not gonna say anything.
Cat be real.
All right, Chicago Rilla.
I love you, cute.
I've been on there with the same people for like over a year. I'm telling you, it's not cap. Like there are real people.
Well, no. I'm talking about in most conversations, women might not be capping about the sexual experiences, but it'd be a lot of capping on that app.
Oh, of course. And scammers.
Rilla. Men marry who they want, women marry who they can. And create them coming to you next.
All right, cool. I think people who marry young marry who they want. I think that ultimately you get the person you qualify for. The older you get, I think in both ways, and I'm not talking about the anomalies, I'm not talking about the high value man, I'm talking about the average everyday person that typically finds themselves with another average everyday person. By and large, you start reevaluating and reassessing what your expectations are and you adjust accordingly. So for the women that say, I ain't gonna never get a man with some kids because I don't want the baby mama drama. They adjust. They find themselves being stepmama real quick and they cool with it. And for the dudes that say, I want a woman with a low body count and ain't got no kids and this, that, and the third, if you ain't in a position to pay the cost to be the boss, especially if you're not a man that's a leader, especially if you're not a man that's not casting vision, you splitting bills with your woman, this, that, and the third, whoop-de-whoop, you adjusting your expectations too. So I don't think my honest answer to the question, I know I added context, but men, when you're young, when people marry young, you're seeing them marry who they want. People get older, you see them making adjustments so that they don't get to the end of their life dying alone. By and large, my opinion.
Okay.
I see you, Rilla.
Must create. Men marry who they want, women marry who they can.
Yeah, just had a discussion about this. I believe that the statement is true in many cases. In many cases it is. But I think women and men both settle to that degree. When you look at, men, again, I've seen men that are high earners, they have more options when it comes to women, high earners, maybe they have vision, maybe they've cultivated some character or whatever else. They just have more options. I think that the ideal situation is both people wanting one another, but I do see that, where the statement is true, but I see it being true both ways.
Who said That was you, Q?
Me. I mean, of course it's both ways, but I definitely see it more with women. I think if I'm going to reference the wall that y'all talk about on here, I feel like the older women get, that list of stuff that we have, we kind of mark off some of that stuff on the list so we can be more realistic because our clock is ticking. So what Rilla said makes sense. For women, we're gonna settle more than men do, because men, shoot, you can be 40, 45 and still get more that you want in a woman in her 30s or 20s. Whereas us women,
better with time.
if we're hitting mid 30s or late 30s, you got to kind of okay, let me take some of this stuff off my list and settle more, I feel. But yeah,
I don't think that's true, Q. I think that both marry who they can, especially look, we just looked at funniest situation, and I love referencing this. We just looked at Boyce Watkins go back and get the chick that denied him a long time ago after she had kids and all of this other type of stuff. How many dudes did we see in society wind up going back and getting a chick that wasn't necessarily ideal at the time? Listen, and I'm talking about the highest earners. We talking about the if you want to say Russell Wilsons, if you want to talk about the Steve Harveys, if you want to talk about any of these dudes, overwhelmingly, most of them go and get what it is that they can, even at the highest level. We just had JB up here. JB is 27, making a significant bag, well-spoken, knows how to communicate, smart dude, all the way across the board, right? Real talk. And he's saying that, I can't find the chick that I want. I can't find one that fit the boxes. So much so to where he's saying that, I might even take into consideration my dad picking my chick for me. So if that be the case, even though I agree that men can, like most men, and this is not for every dude. Some dudes just be stuck in high school. My best years was like they like Al Bundy. Like some dudes are still Al Bundys. Let's be clear. Like every dude ain't leveling up with time. But even a lot of dudes that level up over time, I don't think that they just automatically saying, okay, I choose you, that's my wife over there. They're not rocking like that. I think most people, for different reasons, women for different reasons and men for different reasons, as they get older, and I agree with Rilla largely. I think Rilla was hit it directly, but while they're younger, I think that you have a better chance in getting what it is that you want versus when you get older. I think that you get jaded, different experiences turn you into a different person. You have a completely different mindset and shift. You didn't grow with the person. And so now you're trying to make a person fit into all of the boxes. I think everybody wind up, as they getting older, marrying who they can.